Test on variance and statistical deviation of a normal distribution. Chi-square distribution will be used to test a claim about a single variance or standard deviation. The formula for chi-square test is sample size minus 1 times the sample variance all over the population variance. The test on variance and statistical deviation of a normal distribution has three assumptions. The first assumption is that the sample must be randomly selected from the population. Dapat daw ang mga sample natin ay random at hindi pinili lang para makuha ang gusto natin i-claim or i-prove. The next assumption is the population must be normally distributed for the variable under study. From this assumption naman, para hindi na magkatulad-tulad ng results, i-distribute natin sila in a fashionly mannered para hindi magkasama ang pare-pareho lang na ibibigay na result. And for the last assumption, the observations must be independent of each other. Kung saan dapat walang magkakatulad na results ang makikita and walang ginaya lang ng ibang participant ng test or na-influensyahan ng ibang participant ang ibibigay nilang result. To much better understand the test on variance and statistical deviation of a normal distribution, we will answer some sample problems. Our first problem is, a restaurant owner that owns a restaurant for years says that the standard deviation of incoming customers that dines in daily is less than 250 people. As a trusted partner and restaurant co-owner, you are asked to test this claim. You watch the restaurant for 15 days straight and find that the customer that dines in daily has a standard deviation of 256 people. At a 0.05 significance level, is there enough evidence to support the restaurant owner's claim? Assume the population is normally distributed. To answer this problem, first, we will state the null and alternative hypothesis, where our null is equals to 250 and our alternative is less than 250. Ang next step naman natin dito, ilabag natin given from the problem, where ang sample size natin is equals to 15, ang sample standard deviation ay equals to 256, and ang significance level natin is equals to 0.05. And ang need natin hanapin muna ay ang degrees of freedom, which is sample size minus 1. Kaya 15 minus 1 is equals to 14 ang degrees of freedom natin. Since test on variance and statistical deviation of a normal distribution ang ating sinasagutan, ang formula natin gagamitin ay chi-square test, where chi-square is equals to sample size minus 1 times the square of sample standard deviation or sample variance all over the square of population standard deviation or population variance. To find out the direction of our test, we will look to our problem. And from our problem, we can see the test that we need to claim is less than 250. From previous topics, we can conclude that if you want to prove a test that is less than, then the direction is to the left. So our significance level is 0.05 while the other is 0.95. where ang 0.95 nandito ang atin acceptance region at doon naman sa may left ang rejection region. Para naman natin malaman kung anong ating critical value, we will use the chi-square table. Total, ang ating test is to the left or left-tailed. Gagamitin natin significance level is 1 minus significance level, where 1 minus 0.05 is equals to 0.95. And from our table, ang katapat ng 0.95 and ang degree of freedom natin na 14 ay 6.571. And ngayon, nakuha na natin ang need natin para i-test ang ating claim. Isasalpak na natin ang mga given sa ating formula. Chi-square is equals to 15 minus 1 times 250 squared all over 256 squared. Kung saan nag-equal siya to 14.680. And makikita natin na nag-fall siya sa acceptance region. So, in conclusion, hindi natin i-reject ang null hypothesis. So, therefore, there is not enough evidence that there are less than 250 people that dine in daily in the restaurant. To much understand the test on variance and statistical deviation of a normal distribution, we will answer some other sample problems.